Hello there, and welcome to another one of my videos. Thank you for coming, and thank you for listening to me today. I know you don't have to, but thank you for doing so. Now, this video is going to be on Brawlhalla again, but it's not about weapon stealing. This video is for all of you kids and all of you young people out there who are playing Brawlhalla and who are finding it difficult to improve. Nobody there to coach you. Maybe your friends are as bad as everybody else. You know, other than not stealing weapons and treating your opponents like crap, let's focus on something else. So when it comes to all you new people, all of you kids mostly, because I know a lot of kids play this game. When it comes to improving, you got to understand that loss isn't really important. I know you want to win. Trust me, I do. I understand. And you hate losing. I understand this too. I really do. You know, I used to be a really big spammer myself. I wasn't always a 1,400 plus elo. I was some horrible spammer with Lord Vrax. And I spammed because he was so fast. And he was an alien. He was my first favorite class. And I spammed the living hell out of him. I am ashamed to admit that he is level 47. Because I spammed so much, not completely. I didn't get him all the way to level 47 specifically because of spam, but I probably got him to level at least level 37 before he got to level 47 with spamming. So yeah. So I'm a really good fighter now. I don't spam people unless they spam me, but I usually just quit the match because that's not fun to fight with people like that. Yeah. But what was I talking about? Oh, the spamming. So when it comes to improving, you have to be okay with losing. This is the most important thing. When you lose, yeah, you're gonna feel bad. But you gotta remember that it's temporary. It's like farting in an elevator. Yes, it's gonna smell bad. Yeah, it's gonna be upsetting. But for a little bit, it's gonna pass. Kind of like gas. You know? And you have to let it go. You can't let it consume you. You have to... Okay, I'll tell you something that helps me. So the world has the karma thing. And this is what usually makes me happy. No matter what you do, you will never, ever, ever, ever be able to make the other person feel so bad that they stop doing what they're doing. So you have to let the world punish them for you. Just sit back and relax and let other people that are better than you beat the living crap out of them. They'll do all the work for you. If they don't accidentally fall down or stub their toe or get a stomachache or something else in real life. You got to think about the world, what the world is going to do to them after that fight, after they're done from the game system. That's what usually helps me get over it. So just, revel in the thought that they're suffering after they get off the game system. That's what helps me get over it. And just, try and let it go. Because it's a temporary feeling. And it's better to just let it go than to let it fester. You don't want to hold in your gas. It's not enjoyable and it's painful. And holding in anger is the same way. Only emotional and mentally. And it's not pleasant what it does to you. But other than that, when it comes to improving, you have to focus on becoming better instead of winning. It's not about how many trees you can cut down, but how efficiently you can cut them down. You just, you have to focus on improving instead of losing. Improving is more important than losing, because if you can get knocked down 100 times and get up 101 times and do better the whole time, or maybe not the whole time, but most of the time, because it's a journey getting better. You don't just get better unless you have a perfect memory or you're Goku. I don't know. But what's most important is that you focus on winning. I mean, not winning. Sorry. Focus on getting better. And just try and get over the losing, because if you hold on to the anger when you lose, it's gonna mess up you winning. It's gonna make you treat people nasty, and it's gonna affect you negatively, and you're not gonna want to enjoy the game. You're gonna want to satisfy the urge to win, and that's the only thing that's gonna draw you to the game, other than maybe some friends that you might have, and that's not fun, because you want to enjoy the game. You want to get better at the game. You don't want to say, ugh, I want to get on Brawlhalla and I want to do my daily missions, but I don't want to deal with the people. That right there, that's you dreading the other people because you fear losing. And you probably, like me, you hate the spammers and all that other stuff. That's totally understandable. You don't have to fight them. Just remember, there's no shame in quitting a fight with somebody who's toxic, because a truly good fighter only fights people that are as good as themselves or better. Steel sharpens steel. You don't want to fight somebody who's mean, who's negative, who's nasty. You want to fight somebody who's good to you, somebody who encourages you and blah, blah, encourages you to get better. You want somebody who's going to motivate you to get stronger, to think outside the box, They're going to teach you to do things your opponents don't do, and that's going to help you. But you have to understand that it's a learning process, and there's a pretty sharp learning curve, and you gotta find people who are better than you, both I guess mentally and fighting wise, skill wise, and you have to find teachers. You have to make sure these people are good, and you have to make sure that they want to teach you to become better. Or at least they don't mind. I've had some people offer me to carry me. I never took them up on it. I've always been focused on improving. And here's another thing. About ranked. I've been fighting in ranked a lot lately. And, it occurred to me. It doesn't really matter what your rank is. You're going to get glory anyway if you fight in it. You might not get as much, but you'll still get glory. And you don't have to be the best to get it. Even if you lose, you're still going to get it. You win, you're going to get it. Yet you have to stop being so upset about losing. Being upset about losing to somebody who's a terrible fighter, that's totally logical. That's understandable. I'm always upset about that because I could have done something better to beat them, but I didn't. And I'm ashamed of myself for not doing so. And I lost. But you have to understand that loss, like I said, is a temporary feeling. And just lost my train of thought again. There we go. This is evidence, children and young people. Take care of your brain. Eat the right foods. Those brain-boosting foods. Lots of omega-3 fatty acids. That's some good stuff right there. Yeah. Oh, and they got lists on how to keep your brain healthy with good memory and stuff. So, look those up and take it into consideration changing your diet, because a better brain equals a better life. Trust me. Let's see, what was I going on about? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And well, thank you for coming today to listen to me talk about this. And what's most important about to take away from this is not to let the other person get you upset when you lose. Losing to somebody who is as good as you or better, there's no shame in it because they will encourage you to beat them, like I will. What I do in a fight, and this is honestly how I am, if you won't spam me, if you don't fight dirty, if you're respectful, if you're a good fella and if you're a good fighter and you just wanna train and become better, and you don't want to fight dirty, you don't want to spam, you don't want to weapon steal, none of that, I will treat you as good as you treat me, and we can go for 20 rounds, 30, 50. I don't know. It depends on my energy level because it gets boring after a while. But I'm just saying, I'm going to encourage you to get better. I'm not going to be all upset and salty because, oh, you beat me 10 times in a row and no. I want you to get better. I'm a bot, bro. You have to see me as a challenge to overcome. You have to fight better than me. You have to fight more efficiently. More efficiently. I think I'm saying that right. Fight more efficiently and become better than me. Outrank me. Outdo me. Become better than me. Become the teacher. That's what I'm saying, Get there and be better than me. Be better than Sandstorm and Boomy. Be better than the best. But don't burn yourself out because that's not fun. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. And thank you for coming. And thank you for listening. And I hope this helps some of you. If not, oh well, but if it does, that's wonderful. And if it does, feel free to tell me in the comment section. And good night.